Buy or sell these early spring training success stories up next on Fantasy Baseball Today Express. Welcome into FBT Express on Tuesday, March 3rd. I am Frank Stanfield, joined by Scott White. And let's do a little buy or sell here, Scott. Up first, we have Jarren Duran of the Red Sox, who already has 3 home runs. 2 of those have come against lefties, and there has been some chatter this offseason that Jarren Duran might not start against left-handed pitching. So buy or sell, Jarren Duran will actually just be fine against left-handed pitching this season.
I don't know that I'm willing to say based on a couple spring homers off lefties. I know you said one was Chris Sale before we started recording, so that was obviously a very good lefty. I don't know. I don't know that I'm ready to buy that he's just going to be good against lefties. I don't know either, though, that I buy the report is going to sit.
Yeah. Let's modify this. Buy or sell, Jarren Duran will still be an everyday player.
Yeah. I mean, I'm inclined to buy that. I found it a little far-fetched to begin with just because he is one of their most valuable players, clearly. And you don't do that to one of your star players. The numbers against lefties have been bad. Left-handed batters usually don't hit left-handers very well, but you establish yourself as a certain caliber of player, and they just let you go. And they've let him go the past 2 years. He's delivered them very good years. So Wilyer Abreu, I know part of that is they want him to play against lefties more. Not that his numbers are amazing against lefties, but it becomes a personnel issue too. I mean, teams carry 4-man benches these days, and one of those is a catcher. So how many platoon options can you keep around? I don't really see a path for them having a dedicated platoon mate for Jarren Duran. So, maybe to whatever degree they were considering it, the 2 homers off lefties this spring has them reconsidering. I would still approach Duran as if he's a full-time player.
Let's talk about Jac Caglianone, who was the 6th overall pick by the Royals back in 2024. One of the top prospects in baseball entering last season. He is off to a nice start this spring. He had a batted ball over 120 miles per hour, and then a different batted ball, which was a 460-foot home run off of a left-handed pitcher. So, buy or sell Jac Caglianone as a breakout this season?
I'm afraid I'm going to say bye to all of these because I am definitely buying Jac Caglianone hook, line, and sinker. Only a handful of players in the history of StatCast have ever hit a ball 120 miles per hour. It's guys like Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton and O'Neal Cruz, like the hardest hitting players. And yeah, Jac Caglianone had that reputation coming out of college. So he seems to fit right in. He was making a high quality contact in the minors, actually performed. He was part of the same draft class as Nick Kurtz and performed a lot like Kurtz in the minors last year. Didn't go so well once he reached the majors, but only struck out 22% of the time. That's amazing for a guy who makes that kind of that high quality contact. And it's not just the single 120 mile per hour hit either. I mean, it's hit a homer 116 miles per hour, had a double over the weekend that was close to 117. I mean, he is throttling the ball. Caglianone doesn't have the swing and miss issues that normally accompany that. Clear path to playing time in Kansas City. They moved the fences in there, which can only help at Kauffman Stadium. So, yeah, I think things are shaping up for Caglianone. I'm going to call him a post-type sleeper rather than a breakout, but the bottom line is well worthy of your attention in drafts of any size.
All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be back right after this.
This is why we do this every March.
Major slam!
It is a basketball party.
It's March! Expect the unexpected!
Welcome back in. We're doing a little buy or sell for some spring training early success stories here. And next up, we have Matt McLain, who just had a 2-homer game on Monday. He's now 8 for 14, 3 homers, 3 walks to 1 strikeout. It is a very small sample size. I totally get that. But maybe he just needed a full season under his belt, getting further away from all those injuries he dealt with in 2024. So, Scott, buy or sell Matt McLain as a sleeper in fantasy right now, the ADP right around 200.
Yeah, I think you have to buy him as a sleeper just because the ADP is so low and because there are so few potential standouts at second base. And because as recently as last year, a lot of people thought he could be a standout. He showed that kind of potential as a rookie in 2023. And I think it's certainly possible that after a year lost to injury, he was just kind of refinding his form last year. And another year removed from that, it's going to come in healthier and just more prepared to pick up where he left off in that impressive rookie season. Now, does the home runs this spring really change anything for me? Do they themselves make the case that, oh yeah, Matt McLain is fine now? I think that's reading too much into them. But there is certainly it's not hard to see the glass half full for Matt McLain, just given the cost and given the need that that so many drafters are going to have for him.
All right, next up, we have Mick Abel of the Twins, who came over from the Phillies in the Jarren Duran trade last year. He has looked disgusting so far. 6 shutout innings, 3 hits, 11 strikeouts to 0 walks. His fastball velocity has been up. He has 22 swinging strikes on 89 pitches so far, which is just insane stuff. But even without Pablo Lopez, it is a crowded Twins rotation right now. So not buy or sell Mick Abel as a sleeper, Scott. Buy or sell, Mick Abel is in the rotation on opening day.
That'll give me something to sell. Okay. I do buy him as a sleeper, but I sell that he's going to open the year in the rotation just because I think the Twins have too many people ahead of him in line that they're going to want to give the first shot to. And you know, someone like Simeon Woods Richardson, no minor league options left. He's probably in the rotation. Zebby Matthews, Taj Bradley, I think they would probably be ahead in the pecking order too. Bradley only has one option left. So like, just because of the logistics of it all, I think the odds are Mick Abel's on the outside looking in to begin the year, but with a very easy way in if he just continues to do what he's done this spring at AAA. Love what I've seen from him. You mentioned 11 strikeouts to no walks in just 6 innings. All those swinging strikes, I think 2/3 have come on the fastball, roughly. And if you're missing bats like that on a fastball, your ceiling is high. Control has been an issue for Abel in the past, but again, no walks in those 2 starts. So very encouraged by what I've seen. I think he's definitely a sleeper. Long shot to make the rotation, though.
Let's wrap up here with Charlie Condon, who was the 3rd overall pick by the Rockies back in 2024. He is 7 for 15 so far. He's got 3 home runs. He's made some really loud contact. I know one of the home runs was 115 mile per hour exit velocity. Another one of them went up 450 feet. So showing off some of that power potential here. Scott, buy or sell, Charlie Condon will be the starting first baseman on opening day for the Rockies.
Again, I think the logistics are working against him, so I'm going to sell it, but he is making a real battle of it, and the Rockies said at the start of camp he would have a chance. So if they were legit in their thinking, then I think there's at least a possibility Charlie Condon could break camp with the team, and it's been... There had been few signs of encouragement. Start of his professional career, very discouraging given the hype surrounding him. Coming out of college, was a record-setting home run hitter there. Third overall pick, I believe.
Yeah. And
just did not deliver the power production that was expected of him. But the way he's impacting the ball this spring, it's not just the home run count, it's the contact quality, the high exit velocities. Not quite on Jac Caglianone's level, but not far behind either. And he's one thing he has shown during his time in the minors is a good batting eye, good on base skills for Condon. So somebody like Troy Johnston or Blaine Crim or who's that guy they got from the Yankees?
TJ Rumfield, my boy.
TJ Rumfield. They might edge out Condon to open the year, but Condon, I think, is opened eyes this spring and is somebody we're going to be paying attention to at some point this season.
All right, for more extensive fantasy baseball coverage, listen to our full-length podcast, Fantasy Baseball Today, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere else podcasts are found. Thanks for listening to Fantasy Baseball Today Express, and we will be back again later this week. Bye-bye!